Hi, I'm James Erickson from DentalZip.com, flexible, functional, patient-getting websites for dentists. Today we're going to talk about 4 evolutions of dental websites and how they've changed over the years. I've been in dental marketing now for a little over 7 years, and I've seen a lot of dental websites, and I've seen how websites in general have evolved for small businesses such as dental practices. And I wanted to cover with you 4 of the ways, the big ways that dental practice websites have evolved just over the last couple of years. So make sure that if you have a website that was designed more than 2 years ago, or you don't have a website at all, that you watch this video and take close notes, because I'm going to share some things with you that will show you how your website can become more functional, can become a bigger piece of your marketing plan of your practice. The first one I'm going to cover is the thought that just having a presence, just having a website in itself is a good thing. And, you know, having a presence on the web is, of course, important. But a lot of dentists took their practice brochure and slapped it on the web. So I'm going to call this a brochure website. Basically provided a lot of information about your practice, but it wasn't really a marketing piece in that it didn't inspire action. And one of the big switches is that your website now needs to be a marketing piece. It needs to have that offer. It needs to have a call to action to make the visitor, the first-time visitor, become a patient, or give you their information, or put their email address in, or get something in return, or be able to find your patient forms. It should become a very integrated marketing piece here. The second one is a big one, I find, and it's because a lot of website designers out there are designers first and marketers, I won't even say second, but coming from a marketing side, looking at a lot of the dental websites out there, a lot of them are fancy websites. And I don't mind fancy. I think a beautiful website, a good-looking website is one thing. But they have all this crazy animation, and they're fading in and out titles and graphics, or maybe the whole website is this animated thing that everything moves around, and there's fancy flashy things, and there's little music that plays. But the thinking is, in the new web, in the past 2 years, has really gone away from these fancy animated websites, and it's gone to a usable website. And by usable, I mean something that your patients will come to and they can find exactly what they need very quickly, very simply, very easily, and go there and then take the call to action that you've given them, be able to find that call to action, be able to find that new patient offer, be able to find those patient forms very quickly and easily, and not have to deal with a lot of the fluff and the fancy and the animation. Number 3, we're ripping through these kind of quick. This is a big one, and this is one thing that I think 99% of dental practice websites out there don't do. And most of them are static websites, meaning that some designer put them together somewhere, they've sat there, they've been the same website for the past year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. The picture of you is outdated, the staff members that are up there don't even work there anymore, the implant information is 10 years old, whatever. But you need to go from having a static website to something that's easily updatable and flexible. Now, I don't mean that you have to change your whole website all the time. It doesn't have to be 100% change. But it'd be nice to add things about what continuing education courses you're taking. Or if you add a CIREC machine in, maybe putting a press release on your own website that allows you to get links into that website and build your ranking in there. If you have that flexibility, blogs are big right now. People are talking about blog this and blog that. You should be able to have a blog at your own domain. So drsoandso.com becomes drsoandso.com/blog, and you can update it yourself as things come in. You can update case studies. You can update information about your practice. You can post your practice newsletter right there on your own personal website. Number 4, and final one, it goes from high cost. A lot of these websites, the reason that you're not changing them, and the reason that you want to keep the fancy animation, or you want to keep this, is that you paid a lot of money for that when you first had it designed. It's high cost because before, when you decided to have a website designed, you gave it to the designer, and they sat there and they coded and coded and coded and typed in all this fancy schmancy little language, and up popped your website. And it took them hours and hours and hours to do that kind of stuff. And it was ridiculous because the high cost of the website ended up being 5, 6, 7, 8 to the tens of thousands of dollars. This is 10 years ago when, to have a website online was a big deal. Even domain names were 40, 50 bucks a piece. But now you can make it very, very affordable because there are programs out there that you can install on your website on the back end, meaning that you don't see them, that allow it to be flexible, that allow it to be very usable, that allow it to become more of a marketing piece. And it becomes very, very affordable. For instance, dentalzip.com are websites that offer social media integration, that offer a blog on your domain name, that offer you a mobile website complete with your website. It starts out under $2,000, and that's ridiculous because now people are charging $2,500, $3,000 for a website alone, plus you have to pay an extra $600 for the mobile website, plus to integrate social media is going to take an extra 2 hours of time, so you're going to add another $1,000 for that. We're talking $4,000 or $5,000 to get a complete marketing, 100% integrated marketing piece in a website. Make sure if you design a website or if you're redesigning a website, you get one that's integrated marketing, one that's very usable for your patients, one that's flexible and allows you to add information, and of course, you want to make it affordable. So thanks a lot, James Erickson, dentalzip.com, flexible, functional, patient-getting websites for dentists. We'll see you later.